Good morning. Welcome to these videos where you're starting your day in a conscious way and carrying that through the day and knowing you're the creator, the designer, the chooser of your life experience every day and every moment. Today, cool topic. I got one card we're going to go over. And then we are going to talk about how your emotions can cause the physical symptoms in your body. And I'm going to do a reading from The Secret Language of Your Body by Ina Segal. And there's another good book that teaches you how to tap into your body wisdom, but it's not as in-depth as this one. But this one, it's more about talking to your spirit so that you know what's going on in your body. And this is a good one if you're not really sure what's going on. This one, if you know what's going on, because she lists the symptoms, diseases and illnesses, and what emotions she feels they're tied to. So if you have heard of Louise Hay, I still have this throat thing, you guys. I know, I got to figure out. I should actually look it up. I think the throat thing is about speaking my truth, my voice. But, I don't know why I haven't looked that up. That's so crazy. I've gone through so many other things, and I have actually myself learned to move my energy in a way that can get rid of certain physical pain within my body. Headaches, not so much, have a bit of a one today, but back pain, muscle aches, things like that, I don't suffer from much anymore, even though I have many car accidents, and on an x-ray it may show things that I should be troubled by, and at 61, I can move the energy. I don't have to be in pain, and I am a very active person. So it is very amazing when you really get into this and have the belief this is possible. All right, let's get to the card. Seven energies and energies. The card is a burst of magic. I love this one. Burst of magic. An epiphany, a sudden higher knowing, a sense that everything has a purpose. Your purpose as a gift bestowed upon you. And I love when they said everything has purpose, because that's exactly what this body shows us. This book shows us. And it's like, oh, wow. So cool. Such a perfect card. Cultivating conscious contact with a higher power, coming to know what calls to you and lights you up. Again, this book too, and Ask Your Spirit, is all tapping into our higher power, our higher self. So good. So what this also says is sometimes you've been thinking about something, pondering something, dilemma, you let go of it, revisits you. So let's say, and this is too, pain. It can be gone, and then all of a sudden you're like, why am I having this pain again? That shows you that is emotional. But things can come and go. An epiphany strikes like a lightning bolt, waking you up to a truth that has previously eluded you. And again, referring to this type of stuff, body aches, pains, illnesses, dis-ease within your body are from a truth that you're holding inside yourself, right? For years, could be years of self-loathing, years of thinking you're not worthy, years of repressed anger, all of that. So it really fits. It is as if the whole world stops in that moment as you integrate the missing pieces of the puzzle you were meant to solve all along. Again, once you realize, oh my God, my pain is coming from these emotions, and then you realize when in your life that happened, when was the first times, and how you've actually lived in that pattern for years and years. This is such a time for you now. Answers are coming directly from source and being downloaded into you. So when we take time to connect, to relax, to meditate, to sit in silence, to breathe, to calm our body, ask for guidance, set the intention that we're receiving this information, these downloads, this info, and you will. It takes practice. And this book really goes into how to do that. And that's what this book does, how to do the meditative, how to ask for guidance. This book is much more hands-on. So in this book, she talked about the author had back problems. So that's what we're going to kind of touch on. She said that it's this healing yourself is in your hands. You hold the tools that clear destructive patterns, beliefs, and emotional baggage at a cellular level in order for you to discover the incredible being you truly are, full of shining potential, genius, empowerment, and divinity. All you have to do is be willing to use this information you have at your fingertips to heal yourself and change your life. So she just talks about throughout history, many great healers have said, like, know thyself. To know thyself is to heal thyself. And that's really what this is getting down to, is really tapping into and learning more about you and know you. So she suffered from severe stomach pain, skin problems, anxiety, panic attacks, and then it led to eventually intense back pain. It's just her story. I'm just kind of going through my highlighted areas. So she decided, because no one could help her, right? She's like, well, then I got to help myself. Like, I got to find a way to help myself. And she started going inward and started thinking, is there a divine power that helps with healing? And so then she sat, she was quiet, and she heard, yes, there is. She suddenly had a sense that her body was endowed with an incredible ability to heal. Before self-healing, she had to discover the purpose of her pain. Something was obviously not working, and her body was attempting to give her a message. That's exactly the way it works. It says, first I made a decision to become well. Set the intention, make a decision. It's going to happen no matter what I got to do. I'm going to never give up. I'm going to find a way to heal. Then she decided that if I was to get insights from my body, I needed to connect to my emotions. Focus on her breath, gave herself permission to feel the emotions, receive wisdom from them rather than resist and push them away. She said, I realized that in order to heal, I needed to feel. And that's exactly right. She placed her hands on her back sometimes, and then she realized, oh, that helps me focus my energy on that area. And that's all it's about, intention and moving and focusing the area, energy, your healing energy on that. I could feel it soften and relax. The stuck energy was beginning to relax and flow in her back. I did not have to make this healing happen. I needed to allow it to flow. So we want to get rid of this has to happen or not. And then, oh my God, it's not happening. I'm just a failure. Nothing's going to work. Don't get into that. Play with this, as in you don't have huge expectations yet. When she turned her attention onto her spine, she saw an image of a disfigured back. So she closed her eyes, tuned in, and she actually had a vision of her back. You may not see, you may hear, feel, sense. What are the thoughts, she asked herself, what are the thoughts, emotions, and experiences that contributed to this condition? She was very relaxed, doing her breathing, tuned in, asked that question. She waited while taking slow, deep breaths, and then she felt the emotions, fear, frustration, anger, guilt, and shame. I kept breathing and feeling them even when the emotions became extremely intense. I allowed myself to feel the intensity, repeating to myself, I am willing to let these feelings go. Waves of emotion moved through her system. As she released them, she felt a calmness and connection to an incredible healing energy. And she goes, so I got to do that. And I received an insight or a memory related to each of the emotions. The more I released, the more divine spiritual love I felt. In my mind's eye, I could see a dense energy releasing from my body. The next morning, most of the pain was gone. And I have done this. I mean, I've had this book for years. This is from 2010. So I've referred to it a lot. But I have been able to move back pain anywhere in my body except for, like I said, my headaches. So anyways, it's really interesting. But I'm just going to say, and we're going to move. So in the book, they have areas. So this is back. I don't know if you can see it. So we're going to read what she feels, also probably Louise Hay, contributes to back problems, what emotions. Feeling unsupported, overwhelmed, and under too much pressure, carrying suppressed and unresolved emotions from the past. Upper back, carrying the world on your shoulders, feeling stressed and overwhelmed by all the things you have to do. Lack of trust, frequent worry, fear, negativity, on and on. I don't have a lot of time. Middle back, stuck in the past, holding on to guilt and resentment, difficulty breathing and taking in life, emotional instability, oversensitive to other people's beliefs. Lower back, feeling insecure about how you will support yourself financially, constant worry about your survival and how you are going to pay the bills, holding unresolved anger from childhood. Also could be feeling like a victim, struggling, suffering, controlling. And then she has a remedy, like things you can do. It's basically just breathing, talking to yourself, setting intentions. Like tighten your back, then relax it. Do this 5 or 8 times. Focus on taking slow, deep breaths. So she tells you some things you can do. And then there is things, so then it goes to unhealthy emotions to work with. So then you look up worry or anger or stress or frustration. And then she tells you, and they're in this book, and you go through the breathing and vocalizing, like talking to God, source, divine healing, intelligence. So she gives you all those steps. And one of the healing emotions to work with for back pain is peace. So I wanted to show you what it said about peace. So this is going to be like our little meditation thing. So I want you to take a deep breath in, lengthen through the back, and exhale like we do, relaxing your body as you exhale. Breathing in healing, loving energy. And as you exhale, drop your shoulders, relax, and bring anything you don't want to hold on to anymore, bring it right down to the center of the earth and dump it there. Hand on your heart, close your eyes, and listen. Divine healing intelligence, I call on the blue ray of peace and tranquility. Please bathe me in your healing light of serenity, calm, and stillness. Soothe all irritation and anger in my consciousness and transform it into enthusiasm, balance, and passion for life. Allow me to find freedom and stillness of my mind. Help me to appreciate my life and grow to be more dynamic, vibrant, and energetic. Thank you. Then it says, repeat the word clear several times until you feel lighter. So you say that, and then you go, just focus again on whatever area is bothering you. Breathe energy through it and like flowing through it. And you can imagine green energy, which is healing energy. And you clear, clear, clear. I release the emotions now. Clear, clear, clear. How would it feel to let go of all anger and negativity to discover peace and freedom? Be willing to let go of anger and focus on peace instead. Find time for stillness and quiet, where you can allow inspiration to flow to you. And then you can again say, so you can go through that quite a few times, but there's all the different emotions, healing emotions, and those emotions you want to release that she gives you little prayers for, like little sayings that you can say, like what we do sometimes. So that's the book. And I just wanted to do something kind of different today, and I know this was longer than usual, so thank you. Let me know if you're interested in hearing more things on this. If there's other ailments, diseases, illnesses, symptoms that you want to know more about, put it in the comments, and I will do a video about that. All right, so much love to you. Bye.